have to get together on those things, and you already know that our law firm is not functional to take any lawsuit cases against the USCIS. It has to be done by another law firm. It's always been told like that. So I can only suggest the organization that there is no legal basis for this.
Any inputs from ILA on this kind of things?
ILA probably likes it. They will like it because they're getting money in this one, so they will like it. But they're not going to litigate on this case at all. Absolutely not. They probably will fight the STEM thing. They probably will fight the H4 EAD, but they are not. They will not be interested in fighting this thing. If the H4 EAD is trying to be disrupted or any court judgment, they would like to keep the H4, not against it.
Oh, okay.
For H4.
What are the chances of getting the STEM extension 17
months? I think so. It's about 90-95%.
We'll get it back.
Yeah, we'll get it back.
24 months.
I'm sorry?
More than 17 months.
It might be, they are saying it's 24 months. They are saying that after bachelor's degree you get 24 months and after master's degree you get 24 months. So that's kind of what they are indicating. But now things didn't went the same manner in the priority dates like the way they were discussed about. Initially they said, we're not going to count the family members. We're going to give the unused green cards to the people who have in the past, between 1992 to 2003, there are about 250,000 green cards available. They're going to use that. But they didn't do any of those things. So they did it differently. And that looked to be more logical to me, more legal to me than this one.
What about illegal immigrants?
Illegal immigrant, the court put a ban on it, so that's it, it's over. I mean, by the time the Supreme Court or any court gets act on it, Obama is out. So it will be the next administration that will have an authority to do or not to do anything on that illegal. You have to understand that once an employment authorization is given, it is tough to take it back. And that's what exactly happened before, where they have given the employment authorization to the undocumented kids. These kids went and they spoke in the churches. The result of it is that Democrats win with 5 million votes. Okay.
Legacy is gone.
I'm sorry?
You miss the legacy if you don't give.
Yeah, but it's not in his hands. It's over. The Congress is dead. The Congress doesn't act this way or that way. The only one that is acting right now is the president, whether this way or that way. The Congress is dead. The Congress is not going to pass any legislation on immigration. You need 60 votes you need 60 votes to get it. The Democrats don't even have majority. And then if the Republicans ever have the 60 votes, which they might, then still you need to get the veto power. So that's not there either. So Congress is dead. So the only thing that is acting is executive actions. You need to understand that in the last year and the last 2 years, most of the executive orders will be passed in the last 2 years. Historically, in the 8-year term, it's always the last 2 years. They will take all bold decisions. Like for example, I mean, before when Bush came in, a lot of resources were being put into Cuba. Now they put Cuba out of the list. They're going to have an embassy in Cuba, Iran. Practically, we have strategic relationships. I mean, let's not get into the politics, but now daring decisions get to happen in the last 2 years. Now, in the daring decisions, this won't even come into the light, except grassroots, nobody makes a noise on this one.
And what's the take on what we were discussing on the conference call about increasing or raising or removing the quota on STEM H1B?
No, those are of STEM quota removal of, no, no, raising the H1B limit, they need to go to the Congress. So that's dead. So the only way they are trying to do by extending it, by giving 24 months on top of the 12 months of the STEM extension, is bypassing the Congress. That's it. Any other questions, guys? Well, I'll be here for questions and we'll meet tomorrow.
We all want Trump, Donald Trump. Bodyguard father, right?
Yeah, basically on the lawsuit thing.
Lawsuit thing, okay. Satish, you want to speak on it?
How many of you, again, it's going to be current next month. Everybody will keep getting, numbers will be priority, it will be current. So how many of you feel really No, threatened, of course.
If we don't have $100,000 in our bank right now, I don't think so Satish should even take the one step.
100, we have 175 members, each of $50 will solve the problem.
So we have two cases to file, right? One is H1B amendment issues. Right now, I am facing day to day. Consultant cannot report, so it's taking 10 to 2 weeks. H1B amendment is
available right now to go to work.
Can't go to the
You
work.
cannot go just because you don't have a.
So the second one is this one. So this one is again, it's going to be fatal in terms of for the industry. So the people will be moving. AC21 anybody can file, and in 6 months he's gone. So the total employment period is coming down to 1 year instead of 5 years for us. So the total cost we need to recoup within 1 year. So that's going to be devastating for us.
Our law firm is going to give the bullet points for the AC21 or this new visa bulletin for you guys, what to speak, what not to speak. But I think so the first thing the organization should do for this is get the money, have the law firm, then we can always get the count.
Satish, are you proposing about lobbying or
No.
Yeah, one thing we are on the amendment issue, the tech serve, we are working with the tech serve, and last week also we had a call with them. So it's working on hiring a law firm to file the lawsuit, and that is happening, and this came in. So we'd like to add this to the cause, and tech serve is already allocated $25,000 as a budget, and we promise that we can contribute, at least what was the remaining amount of the money, at least maybe may take around $75,000 more. So being said, these two causes we can fight together probably. That's we have a valid case as Rahul is saying, and based on that particular clause, if the numbers are not available, then they are not supposed to adjudicate the cases. So
My suggestion is take over, Satish. You take over.
I think, spending.
Don't rely on.
I think you should send
Yeah,
it.
Kumar, you're speaking. Kumar, you're
yeah,
speaking.
come on.
I mean, don't rely on TechServe, don't rely on Rahul Reddy,
Yeah, I think.
don't rely on anybody, just take over. That's the only thing.
So I think we have enough strength right now. So I think we need to get more companies involved. Once we started, I think everybody will come together, I believe. So if you all feel the same way, just would like to get an opinion. If somebody feels otherwise, and so then we can go ahead and get contribute. Probably, it's not a big amount of money. Maybe $1,000 to $5,000.
It's about margin of
Sorry?
not even one employee.
Okay. So how do you feel? Well,
We need to commit, we need to say the sale of the company or whatever, we need to fight.
Okay. Anybody who is a consulting company owner who cannot contribute 1,000, can you raise their hands? So I take the assumption that everybody is contributing on 1,000. Suresh, you're there, the proof.
Otherwise, he's gonna write the check, no problem. We trust him.
But the
So
only
there
thing
are
is
200
we have like
companies.
70 members over here, so if you can draft an email and send those pain points by tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll send it out. I'll give it to Satish to send it out.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Used in any meeting you can address, and in Chicago and other places, we can inform
yeah, we have decent number, 200 companies already. So I think we can add 100 more. We just open up a little bit. So I think with that kind of number, $1,000 to $5,000, we can raise for each company. I think it's going to be a decent amount of money. So, okay, we'll work on that. I think, unless you have any other comments.
I think we're all contributing.
Yeah, one thing, I think instead of TechServe, we should probably quite independent. I think last time when we involved TechServe, it took a long time for us to.
Right.
I have the law firm and then we get the client.
Yeah, at that time we were small. We are not, and also we wanted to have a client companies in the foreground, and we are in the background. So we went together so that it's going to be a stronger case. So yes, we can go independently too. So we'll work on both the options. So there we will help them again can file the lawsuit separate.
The party still goes on after this. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Our button was ready and you